My camera looks awful. Whatever. It'll be real bright. Y'all can deal with that. Alright. Well, y'all see the title. You know what's going on. Well, my phone is damn near dead. I don't have a charger, I'll just deal. Okay. Yeah, we are playing Super Mario 64 multiplayer co-op. So far, we got 0 teammates. Very good. We're going for the world record right now. I'll just be playing as, or I'll just, you know, be streaming as I play the game. People want to hop in and play with, that is totally cool. If not, it'll be a solo run. Totally cool too. Share lives, no. Enable cheats, no. Skip intro cutscene, nah. Stay in level, I think, yeah. Knockback strength is fine. Friendly fire is fine. Bubble on death, yeah. I doubt we're gonna get more than 16 people joining. Mods, I have enabled extended moveset, faster swimming. None of the extra like minigame mods. ROM hacks, you're not playing Star Road or 74. And then yeah, I'll be actually here, let me hop into the Discord. Also, I have the wrong Discord overlay active. That folder, hide all those. We will be in the sexism voice chat. Let me go hop over there real fast. Cool. I don't know if I'll be able to hear anything. Let me double check my Discord audio. Check 1, 2. Perfect. We're set there, so if people want to hop in and join, I will be in that chat. And then I can help get people set up with this too, because I compiled this for Windows, Mac, Linux. I tested it, works great even on Steam Deck, my MacBook M1, so that's all set. I have my thing all port forwarded, so people can just hop right in and join. No need for weird VPN software or anything. And I think we are all set. Let's go ahead and... Oh, I gotta time it. Oh, I can't time it. I'll do it as soon as Mario pops out of the... Or Luigi, I guess. As soon as Luigi pops out of the pipe, we will start the timer. Oh god, where do I... Oh, y'all can see that. Okay, there's the start timer. I'm not going to do any splits or anything because I'm just going for a shotgun approach. We're just going to hit whatever we feel like hitting. Really good speedrun strategy. I'm also going to like start the speedrun and then immediately just customize my character real fast. I don't know how many of you are familiar with this, but this is the Super Mario 64 PC port, and there is our start. All right, timer's running. Yeah, this is the Super Mario 64 PC port. Okay, cool. Controls are good. It is based off of the, I want to say either dumped or I don't remember exactly how the source code was acquired, but the like genuine source code for the game. Oh, my camera is wrong. Okay, invert X and Y, yeah. That still feels wrong. No, it was right. I had it. Okay, yeah, this is good. Yeah, it's based off of the original source code for the Super Mario 64 game. It was rebuilt for PC, so it's running natively. This isn't through an emulator or anything. This specific branch or fork or whatever was made for as you can see, all the beauty of this broken game is still there. It was built for online multiplayer, so people can hop in and join. It works incredibly easily out the gate. It used to have Discord integration, but as I was getting today's stream set up, I realized that that is no longer a feature just because something broke on Discord's end, apparently. Major props to the developers of this, too. This has been a lot of fun to even just test, and the little bit of actual playing I've done with it. It's a lot of fun. So it comes with a bunch of different character options. Let me go to the player settings, username. So you can see my character model is Luigi, but the palette preset is Mario. I think I'm going to play with Luigi just because I'm not a super huge fan of the rest of the characters. Toad isn't too bad. Waluigi, great character, obviously. Just I don't think translated to the Nintendo 64 character design, I suppose, particularly well. Wario's pretty fun, but kind of the same deal. Doesn't quite look like the definitive model of the character, whereas I feel like Mario and Luigi, they got done really well. So we're just gonna take a look at some of the character palettes. It's a little bit hard to tell with the screen in the way. I don't like the brown and the purple, the blue and the purple. I got one that I normally use. I think I'll just end up using that. Yeah, we'll just stick with bubblegum. Alright, options. Okay, that's all. Cool. Yeah, so you can customize your character. If you press tab, you can see where everybody is, who all's online, what mods are active. It's got really great controller integration. I haven't tried playing with a full keyboard and mouse yet, but it seems like what they do have implemented is a decent alternative if you don't have an actual controller. But I would say playing with a controller is the definitive way to play. I also have enabled the extended move set. So you can see if I control the joystick and then jump, Luigi does a little spin, which makes him fall slower. Ground pound and then jump leads into the kind of the Mario Odyssey ground pound jump, where you get a little bit of extra height if you jump right after a ground pound. Wall slides. So wall jumps are a little bit more reminiscent of the newer games where you actually grip the wall and then you can jump from there. I'm sure there's some other things. Oh, there's the Sunshine like belly hop, I suppose. It's let's see if I can. Well, we'll head into the level. We'll actually start the speed run since we are now 5 minutes in. All right. So oh, here's that belly hop from Sunshine where you can just keep hopping on your belly. So yeah, that was a little bit about the just base co-op mode, or the base co-op fork of the game. This one I've customized just a little bit. I don't know if customize is necessarily the right word, but I included the Super Mario 64 Reloaded texture pack, which takes the original textures of Super Mario 64 and it just kind of polishes them up. You can see like the trees, they look a little bit weird and lumpy, just because that's, I guess, like how upscaling the textures kind of just wound out. I think the trees look a little bit weird. They're a little bit lumpy. They remind me of Lumpy Space Princess from Adventure Time, but you know, they are the Super Mario 64 trees, so who copied who, right? A bunch of other textures have been upgraded. If we get somewhere where we can see Luigi nice and close, you can see his eyes, the L on his cap, mustache, sideburns, like all the textures have been updated. The game is running at I believe this is running at 1080. So all the models, you can see like the really crisp polygons. see if we can get close in on the Goomba. Yeah, you can see how sharp the bottoms of those feet are. You can see all the polygons in Luigi's model, which is like fun. I think it keeps some of the original feel of the game, just to, you know, have it still be looking a little bit like it did in the original, just with better textures. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's a whole lot else to add. Like I mentioned, I compiled this for Windows, Linux, and Mac. They are not official builds. The original developers do not provide builds because it is not technically legal. It does redistribute copyrighted content from the original game. And so you need to provide your own ROM when you build it. I said, fuck that. I am a small streamer. If Nintendo really wants to, they can come at me for it. I, at worst, will have to take it down. At best, they will never even notice. So, just kind of banking on that. The download is down in the links in the description. The first one is to download for your respective platform. It'll take you to a Google Drive with the Windows, Linux, and macOS folders. macOS does not have the HD texture pack, the reloaded texture pack. Unfortunately, I just could not get that working. Might as well actually play the game while I talk a little bit. Windows and Linux both have each. If you want the base game without the textures, it's a lot smaller. I believe it was around 90 megabytes for the entire game. You can download the US_PC folder. If you want the game in the quality that I've got it running in now, it'll still look great if you don't, but if you want those just bumped up textures a little bit, then you can download the USPC HD folder. The how to install or how to run text file will just tell you what to do for each platform. On Windows, it's pretty straightforward. If you've ever run a Windows executable file, it's nothing you haven't done before. It's a weird fall. A bit clipped through the edge, I guess. If you are... Yeah, if you're on Mac, it will take a little bit of work. I believe it works right out the gate on slightly older MacBooks and iMacs, the ones that still run on the Intel architecture. Let me actually pull Discord and chat up just so I can see those. Nobody in chat, cool. Yeah, so if you're running on the Intel MacBook, oh, frame dips. What is that about? It's because Firefox is open. Firefox does not like this. Let me try pulling that up in Chrome. Goodness, it does. Oh. Sorry, getting distracted setting this back up. Luigi's gonna take a little nappy nap.
It's me, Nintendo.
Whoa, it's Doug. I couldn't tell. Yeah, you joined just as I pulled up the stream on my browser so I could see chat. And I was so confused if you were in the stream and somehow I couldn't hear you before and I just like heard you in the stream, or if you had actually joined the Discord. So how you doing?
I'm fine.
Good. I got the PC port, the co-op PC port all set up, and I am playing that now.
Very cool. I don't think I will be playing it today. I just wanted to come on here.
Tragic. That is okay. It is the trying to think of the word. I suppose loneliest co-op Super Mario 64 run in history. Mostly just playing just to
Play the game.
yeah, just to have something to do, and if people want to join, at least there's that option for them. So
Alright, well. Good to see you. I'm gonna go now.
alrighty, have a good night, Doug.
Alright.
I believe I was saying Oh yeah, there are instructions on how to set it up or how to run it on each platform on MacBooks that have the Intel architecture. The ones without the M1 chip, it should be pretty easy. I believe you just launch the app from the command line, maybe even just double click it to launch, right click and press open. On M1, you do need to set a couple environment flags, I believe, which is just a little bit of a weird thing since it's running through Rosetta, which is like a translation layer. So technically it's still running in the x64-bit architecture, but it is like translating it to the ARM64, which is what the M1 MacBook runs on. I tested it on my M1 MacBook, works fine. I can't imagine why it wouldn't work on an Intel. Hopefully, if y'all decide to give it a go, it will work out for you. If not the end of the world. You just have to get an actual device to play games on, because God knows you're not doing it on an especially older MacBook. On Linux, it should be pretty easy. It's not like an installable, not like a Flatpak or an apps package or anything like that. You should be able to just download either the USPC or USPC HD folder. And no, missed it. Rip Luigi. From there, there's a file that's like SM64 dot, I think US dot, a bunch of weird like FE3DX, I don't know, some weird file name, really long, weird. On most Linux distributions, I know on, oh god, what is that? Plasma KDE, I believe is what the Steam Deck runs on. And if nothing significant has changed to Ubuntu, on those two platforms, you should be able to just right-click and... I'm not going to get the coins right now. On those two platforms, you should be able to just right-click the file, select the option to make it executable. Oh, rip Luigi again. And then from there, you should be able to either right-click or just drop it into a terminal and let it do its thing. Oh my goodness. How are we doing on time? 14 minutes. Look at that. 2 stars in 14 minutes. God damn, we're killing it. Let's go ahead and exit, because Bob on Battlefield is not the greatest course to start out on. At least getting all the stars. We'll go ahead and do the Princess's Secret slide. Train of thought, lost it again. Oh yeah, on, I believe I was talking about Linux. On most platforms, you should be able to just, right click, make executable, and run. In case you are not using a particularly GUI based or user friendly, come on, time loss, Linux distro. Oh, that was miserable. Oh, ooh, still made it. We're good. In that case, God, mind run blank. You might need to use chmod to make it executable. Just take execution permissions on it. I believe the command would be just like chmod either 775 or A+X, and then just path to the file, the executable file, and then launch it, and it should work. Of course, I don't know how a bunch of different Linux distros are going to handle controller input necessarily, so might be a little bit iffy, but again, on Steam Deck, I tested it there, and it ran phenomenally. It was an absolute like breeze playing it on there. The only issue, oh goodness, sorry, I'm falling like off the screen. Let me tilt my camera down so I can lean back. My only issues I experienced on Mac and Steam Deck were that the the game for some reason would not let me host like a server or a game from those platforms. I have to run. I have to host the game from a Windows machine, and then I could connect to it. And it's not so much that I couldn't host from those machines. It was that I couldn't connect to those machines if they were hosting from other platforms. So, like, my MacBook had no issue connecting to my Windows desktop. But when I tried to host from... Oh, that glitchy clipping saved my life. Oh yeah, so connecting my MacBook to a Windows host, no problem. Connecting Steam Deck to Windows host, no problem. Connecting Linux, so Steam Deck or connecting Linux host or Linux client to Mac OS host or vice versa. Unfortunately, I could not get either of those to work either. I don't know if it's some weird firewall thing, might be just on my end. But either way, like, hosting from Windows was super reliable, like, every time. Didn't have any issues with it there. But, you know, your mileage may vary. I don't necessarily think it's an issue with the executables, because I tried running... I tried hosting the game on Steam Deck using the Windows executable, just running it through Proton. And through there, it also just did not work, which leads me to believe it's something more to do with the firewall or my network configuration. Oh, rip. Tragic. So yeah, if I had to guess, it would likely just be something that it just takes a little bit of tinkering around with to get working. Anyway, let's get gaming, because I've not been gaming. I'm just kind of talking right now. Of course, it's not very fun to watch if I'm not also talking in addition to gaming. So let's see what my many chatters are talking about. Welcome to the live chat. Reminder to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. That is sound advice. If you're a fucking nerd. Yeah, we're doing piracy in here. Oh my, literally the same fucking guy. Okay. 20 minutes in, we have, what, how many stars? 5 stars. At that rate, for 120... Oh, can I do that math? I was going to say, can I do it quickly, but it's... as I was about to say that, I realized it's more of a question of, can I do it at all? 5 stars in 20 minutes, so just multiply... Okay, well... 20... Goodness, I cannot do that. Okay, well, 20 times 5 is 100. Plus 4, what is that, 14 times 5? Hey Siri, 14 times 5. It's 70? Holy shit, I'm bad at it. Wait, I thought... Hey Siri, what's 120 divided by 5?
It's 24.
24? What the... Oh, 20... What did I say it was before? What the fuck? There's a reason I dropped out of computer science. I could not do another year of calculus. It would kill me. To be fair, though, I'm also bordering considering dropping out of sociology, which has no math in it at all, except for like one stats class you have to take. So maybe that's just my tragedy. Okay, so 24 times how long it took us to get those 5 stars, 20 minutes. That'll be goodness, 24 times 2. Okay, we can do this. We can do this math. Oh, I was so worried right there. I'm getting too cocky. I'm getting too ballsy. Okay. Whatever. Better than falling. Okay. 24 times 2 is 48. Yo, cat loving Kami. Oh goodness Christ. I am forgetting your real name. I don't know how long it's... Well, I haven't seen you on Twitter in forever, obviously, because as far as I recall, you're still suspended? Or you just never bothered to make an account after your last suspension? Happy to see your... I guess... I don't know, haven't really kept up. Hope you're doing well. Anyway, back to the math. I was saying... Okay, 48, 480. Blake, that's it, of course. How you doing, Blake? Yeah, I never came back. That's what I thought. And my chat isn't showing up on stream. What the hell? Oh, tragic. This is gonna contribute to the speedrun time. Can I just set it back to a default setting? It's showing... Oh! Okay, it's all coming in. Or it's not all coming in, but some of it's coming in now. Let me pull chat back up. Yeah, I'm speedrunning Super Mario 64. It's the PC co-op port. I link in the description of the stream on YouTube has the files to just like run the build. I was explaining it a little bit early in the stream, but there were no viewers, so it's kind of long-winded talking for nothing. You're more than welcome to join if you're not doing anything. I'd be happy to help you get it set up on stream. It'll just count towards my speedrun time. As you can see, I'm doing really, really good. Anyway, what I was saying, time. 5 stars in 20 minutes. Goodness, it's taking me so long just to do this math. It's throwing off my calculations. It'd be 480 minutes, I think. 480 divided by 60. Hey Siri, 480 divided by 60. 8. Okay. Is that 8 hours? It's gonna take me 8 hours to get all the stars? I'm going for the 120 stars, and well, in theory, I'm going for 120. Well, we'll see how much I make it to before I pass out. No, this is more so just casual play, just doing something on stream. Apparently, oh my goodness, hold up, this is gonna count towards my speedrun time. That's fine. Where can I'm about to show all my notifications. That's fine. Look at this. It's my channel's birthday today. I made my channel however many years ago on this day, I guess. I noticed that as I was setting up the stream, so it's a good excuse to actually be streaming. I've got something to celebrate. But yeah, so it's just like casual playing. If people want to tune in, then they are more than welcome to. It's like nothing serious. It's just kind of me playing Mario and feeling less lonely, or not less lonely, less reclusive while I play, by giving myself the excuse that people can join if they want. But yeah. It's been a long time since I've played this game too. I used to play this all the time. It was like my favorite game growing up, and I was obsessed with it forever. Used to be back into like the jailbreaking scene, and most of it was because of this. It was like half Mario 64 and half Minecraft Pocket Edition back then. The things that got me into like actual technology, and it was just trying to get stuff like messed around with on my iPod. Oh, got 8 power stars. Where's that other star that I got? It's down here. Oh, that's a speedrun strat. We're clipping to offset something in a parallel universe. Oh, the coins in Rainbow Ride. That one is tough. I think I've definitely done it before. I know I've done like legit 120 runs. Do I have all the stars here? 8 out of 8, 5 stars. Which one am I missing? There's the falling cage and the... Oh, blast away the wall. Okay. I think I'm done here then. Yeah, the Rainbow Ride one, though, was really tough. Just how far you have to go for that one. And then backtracking, just getting all those coins, praying nothing falls into the clouds below you. Let's not do Bowser yet. Let's try to get as many of these done as we can. Yeah, I totally get that. It is like a just matter of if you can actually sit down and push yourself to get through it. But yeah, Rainbow Ride is actually one of... Oh, we're going in the cabin. That's actually fine, because I need to get the coins first. I do really like Rainbow Ride, just because it does give you a lot of, like, I guess not really terrain, but a lot of area to cover. Which I always really liked about it. It was one of the more, like, widespread ones where I feel like each of the areas are... they just kind of give you something a little bit fresh because you're not around each of the areas all the time. But I totally understand people getting frustrated with it. And yeah, that's actually the same deal for TikTok Clock too. I actually really love that one. Like the coins are, yeah, absolutely brutal, like you said, but it's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed those too. God, I forgot the camera flips behind you when you get a star. Almost walked right off. Okay, we'll get your baby in a sec. Let's get these coins first. Yeah, the Rainbow... I remember I had this game on the original Nintendo 64 when I was a kid, before my parents sold the console, and I remember, yeah, 100 coins and stuff were always awful. Granted, I was real little, so I just, like, couldn't play the game hardly at all. Oh, no. Yeah, the 100 coins are always rough. All right. Oh yeah, I was saying yeah, this is like one of my favorite games. I like to think at least maybe at one point I was particularly good at it. Since I used to play it all the time, I actually used to stream it pretty consistently too, especially when I first moved away to college. Yeah, TikTok Clock is frustrating, especially I think the original game or the original release had a lot of issues with, I want to say it was like invisible walls and stuff there. Or just like at random stuff would kind of be broken and you would just like fall into the pit below you and you'd have to repeat that climb, which is always really, really annoying. So yeah, that one definitely can be really frustrating. I definitely get that. Yeah, I've been like kind of into the game a little bit more lately, particularly in like just getting stuff like this set up, like the ROM hacks or whatever. No, not necessarily ROM hacks, but whatever this is, like the forks of the PC port really interest me, and I don't know, still have a little bit of interest in software development, so being able to mess around with stuff on a computer is fun to me. But oh, I'm almost 100. Yeah, now I'm actually getting around to playing it, so it's I'm realizing I'm a little bit rusty. That's what I was trying to get at, that convoluted way of saying that. I am not going to jump down there yet, just because I do not remember where the right place to jump is. Oh, whatever. D-boost. The only Mario game I top this one is... I totally get that. Mario Galaxy was... I really enjoyed that one. Now, oh, okay, we're safe, we're safe. That was awful. That's what I mean when I say I'm rusty. Yeah, those games definitely... So I, like, grew up when Galaxy was a little bit newer. I remember, like, being in 2nd grade and talking with friends in the cafeteria about it. So these games definitely, like, occupy kind of different parts of my, I guess, like, mind space. Oh my god. We're killing it. Killing it, folks. But yeah, so I really love Galaxy. I just feel like I'm not quite as nostalgic for it. I feel like Super Mario 64 in my head just kind of, like, laid the groundwork for me on, like, how a 3D platformer plays. So I just kind of, like, fell in love with the mechanics and everything for this one, especially, like, over time, messing with, like, ROM hacks and just all the different, like, variations of ways to play the game really got me into, like, Mario 64 as like an actual like, game engine. It just feels, like, really, really polished and just, like, the kind of vibe that I really like. And yeah, so Galaxy, like, I love it, really enjoyed it. It was probably, like, the first Mario game I'd say I actually had the mental capacity to play once I got around to it, or, like, when it was, like, launched, because yeah, like, middle of elementary school, I think it's right here is where to drop. Oh, I was so wrong, and Luigi falls way faster than I thought. Okay. Yeah, I totally get that, the different nostalgias. Yeah, yo, Super Mario Gamer 64, thank you. I can do it. I just died. But I appreciate your support. That's fine. I got the 100 coins. That's what I was really after. But yeah, I definitely get the different nostalgias for, you know, the different games. I did really like Odyssey too. I think one of the reasons though that Galaxy kind of sticks out in my head is, like, the music. That was something that I feel like the Mario games had... Oh, that barely made that. Oh. Yeah. Show. For some reason, this is a joke channel. Lol, nice. Okay, I'm not sure who this is, or if you're...
Hello?
Oh, howdy.
Are you streaming?
I am streaming, yes.
Epic, time to strip.
What? I am
I'm
not trying to
joking.
get banned right now.
You cat girl streaming?
I am Catgirl streaming.
Wow.
Also, I don't know
Love to
how
see it.
Super Mario Gamer 64 found my channel, but thank you
Hi,
for
Super
hanging out in
Mario
chat.
Gamer 64.
Oh yeah, as I was saying,
Cat loving Tommy, good name.
yeah, that's I don't know if you're familiar with them. They're Blake from Twitter.
I have not been on Twitter
They
for
got
a long time.
they got suspended a lot, and now they're not on Twitter
Oh,
anymore.
rip. You know, that's probably why I didn't see their stuff very much.
Yeah, it's fine.
But hello.
Yeah, they're hanging out in chat.
Hi.
But yeah, I was saying Galaxy I really liked because of the music. It definitely had, like, that orchestral feel. This is, like, nothing new. Obviously, plenty of people have said this before, but Galaxy had...
Good.
Yeah, Galaxy is good. It had
Heck.
really good music, especially, and that's what I really loved about it. Can I...
It was fantastic.
Okay, we're done with Cool Mountain. No, wait, we're not. I have to race a penguin.
That game is, like, magical because of its music.
Oh, nice. It is, yeah. Yeah, Mario Galaxy is really magical because of the music. That was honestly, like... The gameplay was really good. I really like what they had going there. I would really have loved a Galaxy 3. Just especially, I feel like Galaxy 2 was great, but it definitely felt a little bit like DLC to Galaxy 1. And that's, I think, where Galaxy kind of falls short for me, is like it seems like there was a lot of potential for what they could have done with Galaxy's, like, mechanics and the engine, but they just kind of stopped, I think, a little bit short of what it could have been. Yeah, but the music, absolutely amazing. I think that alone, like, sells it as one of the best probably one of the best Mario games just outright. Yeah, I really do like, I was mentioning Odyssey because I really like how that one built on, I feel like, a lot of the previous 3D platformer engines before it. Okay, I think I'm done in there. And Super Mario Gamer 64 said it was in their recommended, and they just decided to check it out. Well, thank you for popping into stream, Super Mario Gamer 64. I hope you like this sort of content. I love, oh goodness, I love XFCE Ubuntu 2021 YouTube. Amazing, I can't even speedrun Super Mario 64. Neither can I, that's why I'm doing it. Oh, how many stars do I have? Am I missing? Which one do I not have? I'll figure it out in a little bit. Galaxy 2 felt like DLC, still good, not special anyway, just a collection of random levels. Yeah, I definitely feel like Galaxy 2 felt like something that could have been released by, like, it could have been like a fan-made project, but... Okay, I will call you Snail.
Good name.
That is a good name.
That's actually a really good name. Can I steal it?
You want to steal it? You want me to start calling you Snail?
Maybe. It's a pretty good name.
Snail, they, them pronouns?
Yeah.
That is pretty good.
It's really good.
Oh, I'm gonna get them all in one run. Nice. Alright. Got... I am not keeping track of this very well at all. This is peak speed running right here. Oh, I missed that too. Forget. Oh, well, normally there's like a star tracker that you can use to like keep track of what stars you've gotten and everything.
Yeah.
I'm gonna join on my main channel. Hold up. Okay, cool. I will see you back on your main channel in a sec, Snail. Yo, it's Snail! How's it going, Snail?
Yo, Snail.
We're gonna go do Dire Docks.
Hello. Hello. Hi,
See,
Snail.
that's Snail.
I like your name, Snail. Might take it myself.
Alright. We are going to get the water levels out of the way now.
Bye.
Bye. You hit my cat ears.
Sorry, cat girl on YouTube.
That's fine. I'll get over it.
I'm
What?
not gonna stop calling you cat girl on YouTube.
Is that my name now?
That's your new nickname.
You're Snail, I'm Cat Girl on
Cat girl
YouTube.
on
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Well, I guess since we have some more people in chat now, I was mentioning earlier, I am playing the Super Mario 64 co-op mode. This is a fork of the PC port, so it was adapted from the source code that was derived, however they managed to get their hands on it, from the original game. And it's been adapted so you can actually play multiplayer. Instructions, or not so much instructions, but the download for this is in the description below. Technically not copyright friendly content. That is chill. We do a little bit of crimes on this channel. So feel free to download, and if you're interested, you're totally free to hop in and join. We're just kind of doing not so much speedrunning. It's really just casual Mario playthrough. So sorry to disappoint. Yeah, God, I want to say it was late 2019, early 2020. There was a port of Super Mario 64 to the PC. I want to say that the original source code was reverse engineered. Like, they literally just took the game, they used whatever tools they had, and then, because, you know, normally it's like, yeah, exactly. It's not a, oh, it wasn't official. Yeah, you're right. It wasn't a Nintendo released PC port, but it was the original source code for the game. It was, so it's like, yeah, it's like a ROM hack, but kind of at like a different level, if I had to say, because this is like running completely natively on Still speed enhanced so I can stream like spam. Oh hell yeah, that is fast as hell. Yeah, that's right. That's what it was. It was reverse engineered and then later it was leaked. As far as I'm aware, pretty much all of the PC port work was done with the reverse engineered source code. Just because there's a lot of extra legal concerns with doing with using the oh, am I gonna get that? No, missed it. Oh, we got flung to the top of the water. I don't know what the hell that's about. But yeah, there were just like legal okay, there is some bug with the way the water works. It's probably something to do with the faster swimming. Faster swimming doesn't even seem to be working very well, but that's whatever. But yeah, so the source code is like on GitHub and stuff. You can compile it for yourself, and that's what I did. That's where the files in the description came from. I just rebuilt them with my own copy of the my own legally acquired copy of Super Mario 64. And yeah, it's just like been adapted. So since it's open source, it's like more than just being able to apply like regular patches like you would to a ROM that you play in an emulator. It's like running all this stuff like natively in real time. It's like all like optimized for this build. And so it's like compiled so that it can run like natively and with like super cool features like multiplayer and stuff. Why does it say North Korea under the title? Because that is where I am streaming from. I am in North Korea right now. YouTube let me pick a location to stream from, and that's it. That's where I traveled to stream this. Super Mario 64 is a free-to-play title. Not quite sure what you mean by it's a free-to-play title. I mean, like, it's free to play in the sense that you can download a ROM online and load it into an emulator and play it. As far as I'm aware, Nintendo's never released it for free. They do still have like copyright and stuff over it. Let's see, where are we gonna go from here? Permission to use YouTube by the government. Yeah, exactly. Kim and I go way back. He heard what I was planning on doing, you know. I was telling him, you know, going for a world record Super Mario 64, and he was incredibly proud of me. And so he told me to go for it. Blake, you're saying the code was a disaster too. They didn't even compress any of it. People have since gotten the game to... Yeah, Kaze and Manuar, one of the like famous I don't think Kaze worked on the PC port. But Kaze does a lot of optimizations for the base game in the Nintendo 64 format. And like there have been so many optimizations that he's been able to make just like on that level, and that's like without operating with the source code. That's like patches and stuff that you have to kind of apply after the game's been compiled and everything. What am I even doing right now? Plunder in the suction ship. Okay, we can do that. But yeah, so like taking that stuff and then applying it to like a native port, like it's running natively and everything. It's not like restricted to any of the Nintendo 64's like memory restrictions or anything. I remember there's a big thing with this is Jolly Roger Bay. What's the other water level? The one with like the two sections. I remember there was a thing. I gotta bait the eel out. There was something where when you transition between levels, there's like a lot of lag because, or no, you're not transitioning between levels. You're transitioning between halves of the stage, and there was a lot of lag just because like there was. I think what happened was there was a single flag they didn't put into the. Hello, why are you not leaving? Do I gotta go back up to the top? Yeah, the sub level with Bowser's Submarine. There was like a single flag they had to put into the compilation or into the like however they built it, and they just didn't do that, which caused like so much of the game to just like be unoptimized in like really silly ways that never. I do want to say it got patched in the Shindu version, but like a lot of those just small mixes were just like just compilation time errors that, or not even so much errors, just compilation time optimizations that, you know, you couldn't really apply once the game's been distributed, you know, across the globe. So like so many people's memories of this game are like the poorly optimized and just, I don't want to say like not like definitive way to play, but it's definitely like lacking in certain areas. And I do appreciate that the PC port has been able to expand on that in ways that Nintendo just kind of wasn't able to in their time. And then, you know, after the release, they just never really bothered to, because they're Nintendo. Why the hell they, you know, they got their money already. Why would they do anything more? I'm kind of done with water levels right now. There's a problem with the sub level. Use Vice City Japan if you want to speedrun. Yeah, actually, I've heard especially for dialogue heavy games, if you're speedrunning, you want to use the Japanese releases, because the formatting of the characters, you know, since it's a entirely different alphabet, it's not even an alphabet. I don't know enough about Japanese to say that. It might be an alphabet. I don't know. But it's not an alphanumeric alphabet. It like significantly shortens dialogue, so you're able to just kind of get through like text prompts and stuff a lot quicker. I'm pretty sure that's true even for games like Mario Odyssey and Mario 64. Like the definitive speedrunning release is the Japanese releases. Goodness, I'm getting behind on the chat. Got a Mario 64 from Hong Kong and copy was from let's see. This is true. Chat is being a little random. It's a lot more busy than my chats normally are. So thank you all for hanging out here. Seems like they're just kind of new at using C#, which is wild because it's still honestly, yeah, no, like for as many silly errors as there were in the like production of this game, which honestly, like all things considered, there weren't really. Like it was a polished game by like today's standards. Like for day one release, obviously, back then they didn't have, you know, day one patches they could release to account for, you know, stuff like that, for not treating their workers well and then immediately having to fix the issues as a result of overworked employees not being able to meet incredibly abusive deadlines. But yeah, like the game was like really good. It absolutely, especially in its time, I want to say was like a really impressive product. Which yeah, it's just so silly. Like imagine if they like put that manpower to work on a game today, like what they might be able to do with that sort of like dedication. Let's see. Using C#. I have no idea. Oh, Snail, thank you for subscribing. That is awesome. Blake, your chats are like all getting hidden. I need to figure out how I can configure my YouTube chat to not hide stuff automatically. I'm not sure if it even comes through on the Streamlabs side. But yeah, imagine what people will do with the codes from games that come out today 20 years now. Yeah, honestly, like so many games today, like there are just so many weird like bugs and stuff that I feel like, I mean, yeah, I'm sure you're familiar to at least some extent with the A button challenge, which is just like, you know, how many times is necessary, like absolutely necessary to beat Super Mario 64, or how many times is it necessary to press the A button to beat the game? Is this not active on the first star? I gotta go kill all the ghosts. But yeah, and like there are still developments in that, like they're discovering new glitches and stuff that like help them with the A button challenge, like so many years after the fact. Like I'm pretty sure I was watching the I think it's Bismuth is the one who released like the 10-part series on it or something like that, and there is so much that they've uncovered just in like the last, because god, this game came out in, oh Christ, what year? I want to say 96. I want to say 96. But yeah, this game came out in the 90s, and like even still, like 20 years later, they're uncovering a bunch of really cool, like just side effects of code that just, you know, some developer wrote that decades ago and probably never mentioned that people would like look into it or care about like the minutia of how, you know, some weird mechanic works. And so like seeing how, I don't know, just like imagining how much more complex stuff's gonna be in X amount of years when people have had the time to like properly like dissect the games being released today. That's a super cool thing to think about. And challenge is amazing. Yeah, the A-button challenge definitely exists in other games. I personally have to say the most interesting version of it is the Super Mario 64 version. And part of that is because I'm like obsessed with this game. And you know, again, childhood nostalgia for it. Oh, come back here, please. But yeah, I just think, I don't know, there's, maybe it's just because of the Bismuth video too, but I feel like there's just so much interesting about the way that the A-button challenge, like, kind of grew in the, not grew, like, as a thing, but, like, the way it was able to kind of, like, deepen people's understanding of the mechanics of this game is, like, fucking insane. Like, they're goddamn, like, mathematicians and, like, physicists working on it, practically. Like, with the amount of like work that goes into it, they're working with some insane stuff. It's super cool. I have a PlayStation emulator and I have Mario 64 Japan Shindu Edition. Interesting. You're playing the Japanese release, the Shindu release, on a PlayStation emulator, if I'm understanding correctly. I know that's possible with older games. I remember there used to be this tool where you could put, what the hell am I doing right now? I'm like getting completely lost and sidetracked. I remember there was a tool a while back where you could load like NES games into a Super Nintendo ROM and you'd be able to like run them in an emulator in the Super Nintendo. I remember using that back forever ago when iOS sideloading was a little bit less of a thing, and so you could only have like one app at a time because of some weird restrictions. Just part of like this niche-ish community I was involved in. Yeah, so like in order to like have multiple consoles, you would just load, you'd kind of bundle ROMs into emulator ROMs for other consoles. Never heard of that for the N64 and PlayStation Portable, though, if I'm understanding what you're saying correctly, though. Why do you get chest pain a couple seconds after you subscribed? I can't answer that to you. I pray it had nothing to do with your subscription to my channel. I guess at least then maybe, I don't know, if subscribing to me causes people to have heart attacks or heart palpitations, you know, at least I you know, they're not able to unsubscribe, right? So new developments in the A-button challenge, even for the original Mario Bros. The last couple years. Yeah, I'm not surprised at all. That makes complete sense. That game, I haven't followed it too closely. There's a couple speedrunners and YouTubers I watch who do stuff with the original Mario Bros. But it's yeah, still a super cool game, and like it's really weird how a game that is as visually and mechanically simple as the original Mario Brothers, like, or the original Super Mario Brothers. Like, there's, I don't know, still interesting things like that being uncovered and learned about. It's pretty neat. glitches they use in M64 are particularly crazy. Yeah. When you're saying M64, do you mean? I feel like I'm not quite understanding. Is that Mario 64 or is it Super Mario 64? Yeah. I feel like you might be talking about another game that's like flying over my head just because I'm not familiar with that abbreviation. M64. Well, when you first mentioned it, I thought you were talking about just like a. I don't know. Oh, what the? Okay. Mario. Okay, gotcha. That's kind of what I thought. I thought it was either misclicked for N64 or if it was just an abbreviation for Super Mario 64. Normally I see it as SM64 when I abbreviate it. So it just got me confused. But yeah, no, seriously, the developments for this game in the 8-button challenge have been insane. I don't know, it's really interesting the way this game has, because obviously it was like a big hit when it released. Like this game was something special and everybody kind of knew that like from the get-go. But oh, almost got squished. Yeah, just it's super cool to see like the lasting impact that it's had all these years later. And like the fact that it's like still leaving an impact and it kind of doesn't seem like it's stopping. So which is really great to see too, because like I was mentioning earlier, this is like one of my favorite childhood games, super nostalgic for it, and I really love to see it getting like, obviously it's not like it ever was lacking appreciation, but I'm just glad to see it's become kind of a cultural mainstay. Hour 37:35. Number one, you think I can do that? Is that the 120 world record? If so, I am totally on course. 24 stars. I'm lost right now. I think I need to exit in order to reload the level to get those other stars. Yeah, if that's the current world record for 120, I'm definitely on course and definitely eligible. Imagine if someone speedrun it in, is that 15 minutes? I think haven't people beat the game in like a matter of 4 minutes with like I don't know if they're tool assisted runs, but there's a bunch of like backward long jump mechanics where you can like do all sorts of weird clips early on in the game, and like I'm pretty sure there's a 0-star run, so you don't even need to collect any stars. You can just get. Is it 0 or is it 1? I do not remember actually. But yeah, if you're saying 15 minutes, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's even human doable. There the ghost star. I remember the split play that is very old from this. Yeah, the dual screen multiplayer, that was actually, I think I was mentioning Kaze Emanuar earlier. I'm pretty sure that was made by Kaze. One of his, I don't know if it's necessarily one of his earlier works, but yeah, I do remember that. I remember there was the I think there were two versions of it, because the first one didn't have like a Luigi model, and then there was like a version 2 that was released that had a Luigi model. I remember playing that, and it was super cool. Didn't have anybody to play it with, unfortunately. I remember I tried to invite my friend over to play, but he was no good at Super Mario 64, so he got frustrated and we just kind of gave up. I remember the split. Yeah, so TAS equals emulator. I don't think that's necessarily true. Tool assisted speedruns. Someone did 5:34. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. That makes a lot of sense. The being able to do it in 5 minutes. All right, we're gonna exit. That eerie environment's getting to me. Yeah, TAS tool-assisted speedruns, I suppose if you're using an emulator and like using save states, I believe that counts, or if you're using like macros or something. I believe there are setups for because a lot of speedrunners play on, oh no, I don't think we're gonna go here yet. I think a lot of speedrunners play, obviously a lot play on the original hardware, but I'm pretty sure you are still eligible for like leaderboard positions if you're playing on an emulator. If I remember right, I have never been like super into the speedrunning community myself outside of like cool mechanics and stuff. But it's my understanding at least that tool assisted runs are like using, you know, kind of as the name implies, you're using tools to assist you in your run. Oh my goodness, can I get up here please? But if you are playing by the original like gameplay, god, what's the word, like formula, I suppose, then it still counts as like a legit run. Because yeah, obviously there is like a difference between like what TAS is and like what TAS is to most people immediately. A lot of people, when they hear TAS, they think, oh, it's like those, you know, crazy YouTube videos where it's just like someone going super fast or super precision and all that, which is true, like that is TAS, but you know, they're like, you mentioned like you can do splits, and I'm pretty sure those count as tool assisted because, you know, you can do like save states and stuff. Man, more chats getting hidden. Yeah, just hit the 1 hour mark. Super Mario Bros, more like Super Gario Bros. True, so true. We're gay up in here. This is Super Gario Bros. Yeah, this is Super Gario Bros. You see that flamboyant pink Luigi? Tell me that's a straight man. You can't. Alright, we gotta get the star from the eel. Oh, come on. Okay. Oh, we're getting low on health. Okay, nice. Don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me. Ooh. Okay, gotta get that before we die. Oh no. Oh. Whew. Okay. That star, oh shit, I forgot where you stay in the stage. That star always stresses me out. I am not a fan of that one. Water levels in particular, in general, you know, kind of annoy me. I don't want to say they're lazy level design because that's not true, but it feels like a drag to play through them most of the time. Forza, what are the other stars here? Oh, red coins, that's right. I started getting that one before and then I didn't. Whoa. There was some weird roll I was doing there. I have a hard drive which has a bunch of games, aka the retail box. Intended for PC, but instead I use the controller and a TV for it. You have a hard drive with a bunch of games intended for PC, but instead I use controller and TV for it. It's an emulator. If I'm understanding right, it sounds like you have like a kind of like a PC-ish device that you've turned into a gaming console. Sorry, I was reading that other chat that just came through. I don't think that counts as a TAS device, unless you have like a controller that has like a turbo button. I believe that counts as tool assisted, but my understanding is that if you're just like playing the game, you know, like this is not really an emulator, but it's like I'm playing with a PlayStation controller on a Windows machine. It's not exactly how the developers intended it to be played, but it is not technically tool assisted, even though this would not count for a legit run because it's not one of the builds that's it's not a version of the game that's being raced. Okay, I get that. But no, it doesn't sound like that's a test device, if I'm understanding correctly. Water levels are incredibly lazy level design. If you don't know anything about how video games do... Oh, I got launched back up to the top of the water again. I'm not sure I understand what you mean, Franz? Is that like... I'm gonna guess by the middle name that it's a German name. I'm assuming the pronunciation is something like Franz. I'm not sure quite what you mean. If you don't know anything about how video games do... I mean, yeah, granted, I know very little relative to most people about... I wouldn't say relative to most people. Relative to experienced people in how video games work. I don't know. I've got a bit of experience in software development. The context is just a little bit outside the gaming and like interactive software environment. But yeah, I don't know anything about like level design or anything. I couldn't like build a game for the life of me. But yeah, I don't know. It definitely depends. Because like I'm really hesitant to just trash some piece of art, especially obviously, especially one that I love so much, like this game, and in a medium that I really appreciate. I do really like video games. If that much was not clear. Oh, you're making fun of people who flippantly call certain types of levels lazy. I see, gotcha. Which I did. Yeah, right. Yeah, okay, exactly. Gotcha. Yeah, I definitely, yeah, like I said, don't want to just like call like all levels especially lazy. If there is like what I see as like a lazy level, then you know, I'll say it, but you know, we're not playing Mario Maker. That's what that game's about, right? Yeah, water levels, I'd say they're definitely not lazy. I agree. Like this, a lot of the times developers do a really good job making them interactive and making them fun regardless of the other issues with them. But yeah, there are kind of some glaring issues that just happen with water levels that I don't think can generally be avoided. Unless you like kind of really question the way that like water mechanics work in your game. Because I mean, like a level like this it's very like detailed. There's a lot going on. There's and this is even like an older game. Like this is an old example. Obviously, like water levels and platformers have come a long way since Mario 64. So yeah, it's definitely not a case where like all water levels are like lazy design. But I think a lot of the problems I have with water levels come from things like slow movement is a big thing for me. One of the reasons I really like platformers is because, you know, movement is kind of at your own pace. And by that I mean like not, you know, progression, but literally like you get to choose how you move around. You know, there are going to be different branching paths you can choose to take. And you can kind of figure that sort of stuff out for yourself. And it is like that open like parkour environment. With a short A. So like Franz, is that correct? Franz? I took a year of German in high school, so I'm really sorry if I'm like botching this. If your name is even German, I could totally be getting it wrong. This is all stuff that I am like very distantly remembering. But yeah, I don't know. There are some issues with water levels that just kind of make them a little bit annoying to play in my eyes, but generally, like, yeah, like, you know, there's not anything being contested here. You know, they're generally really well done regardless of the issues, and the issues are just kind of something that can't generally be avoided in most traditional platformer settings. Sweet, got it. Okay, nice. Yeah, thanks for the correction on that. Can the eel come out to play? I think. Am I done here? I got the 100 coin star. 6. I don't know. Let's pop out. We'll pop back in and we'll see if that's all of them. I just don't want to come back to this again. Through the... Oh, I can't do that one right now because I don't have the metal cap. Oh, it is German. Okay, cool. For some reason, I was under the impression that that Franz in German would be pronounced Franz. Maybe I watched one too many movies. Wamp's Fortress. Have it done. There's the tower here. We can do the tower. Oh. Another message being held for review. Water levels being shit is because of reasons entirely separate from the... Yeah, exactly. The issues with water levels are completely unrelated to the work put into them. I completely agree. I do think that extra work being put into them can sometimes save a water level from being really annoying or like repetitive or just kind of a drag to play. But I wouldn't fault the level designers for a water level being annoying. Like 99% of the time, I would say it's outside their realm of control. Let's see. Make our way up here. Oh. If you don't mind my asking, Franz, how did you find my stream? Oh, the other... I remember now. The other star here is Blast Away the Wall. Let's see, is the Bob-omb here? No, that's fine. Just gotta exit and rejoin. You know this is Super Mario 64 PC port HD. Partially true. This is... I am using an HD texture pack for this. But this isn't just the base game. This is the co-op multiplayer fork. It's built for... It's built for like online multiplayer. So, oh, you're in the cat commune. Super cool. Nice. Yeah, the PC port is Franny Yohani. I can't say I recognize. Honestly, I'm not very active in there. I am in so many Discord servers. I joined them. I joined that one especially to keep in touch with Blake, especially since they left Twitter. But yeah, I can't say I'm familiar, unfortunately. It's great having you in chat though. Your stream link was posted in the... Oh, no way! It was posted in the promo channel. Nice. That's awesome. Well, thank you to whoever posted that. That's great. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, this isn't just the PC port with an HD texture pack. It's the co-op mod. I just, shoved the HD texture pack in with it. Links to the download, again, are in the description if you are interested in playing this at any point. There are instructions on how to get it up and running, at least part way there. But yeah, this is based off of the source code of Super Mario or SM64 EX, which is like an expanded version of the expanded was not the word to use there. Oh, it's automatic. There's a bot that posts links. Oh, bot there that posts links. Interesting. I didn't know there was a bot there that was. I don't know what the phrase there is. I didn't know there was like a bot that was watching my channel for streams and stuff. That's super cool. Obviously not just mine, of course. It's everybody else's too, I'm sure. I didn't know I was included in that, is what I'm saying. We get exactly 30 minutes an hour. Ooh, I mean, we're at 30 stars now. We have another, God, was that 90 to go? How many have I done in? Oh, let's go back to Bottom Battlefield. We are at an hour 15-ish for 31 stars. I'm not super confident we'll make even sub 3 hours, but that is okay. Good luck keeping in touch with Blake via Discord. Fucker barely checks the rest server level. Yeah. I'm guilty of that too. I gotta be honest. I'm awful about keeping an eye on Discord. I'm in so many servers. I join them, mute them, and I just kind of check up on them every now and then when I want to clear my notifications. That's funny though. Well, at least I've got that line of contact for Blake. So, also, not to necessarily draw attention to it, I didn't know Blake was using she, her in addition to other sets of pronouns. That's super cool. Maybe I missed that, or maybe that was something back from when they were on Twitter, but for some reason I remember their pronouns being, I want to say, oh, maybe I do remember them using all pronouns actually. If I'm remembering that right. That's cool though. See, that's the, oh, landed right in the cannon. Got that on stream. That's the kind of shit I'm glad I'm in the Discord for. Gotta keep at least partially up to date on that sort of stuff. Spanish PC port. He needed to live in Honduras. Unfortunately, the one I'm playing right now, the online co-op PC port, is not compatible with any other language builds of the base game. I'm pretty sure the regular PC port is though. If you use, I want to say it's, oh, there go my cat ears. There's a tool called SM64 PC Builder 2. I'm gonna look it up real quick actually, just so I can give you something to look at. SM64 PC Builder 2. Yeah, it's this tool here. It's SM64 PC Builder 2. You can use that to build a PC port out of a ROM. It takes a little bit of setup, but it's a really nice tool to have. I didn't use it for this just because I was building for several different platforms, but it's if you're just building for like Windows, that would be a great tool for you to look into if you want to play the PC port in Spanish. Even if they don't have, I don't remember actually if there was a Spanish language release of Super Mario 64. Oh, Goomba. Let me get somewhere safe. I'm gonna actually look that up real quick because I'm curious. I feel like I hear about European, Japanese, and American releases, but Super Mario 64 Spanish ROM. Okay, no, so it looks like the game wasn't ever released in Spanish, but what you can do is, I'm sure there are patches for the PC port where you can load in third-party patches to add in custom translations. That's not something I have any experience with, unfortunately. I wouldn't be able to help you out there much, but I'm sure if you go to Reddit, Discord, there is a really robust Discord actually for the PC port. I'm sure they'd be able to help you out with that there. Because yeah, the PC port, I definitely say, is something that's worth experiencing. It's a lot of fun, and it's a great way to experience the game. I wouldn't say necessarily for the first time. I think it's worth playing the original game through for the first time, like through an emulator or something, if you want that classic experience. But if you're looking for like an optimized way to play the game, like you want to play the game how like the developers probably had like a definitive idea in their head for it. Obviously, you can't really project that onto them, but it's a good way to sort of be able to play the game in without the hassles of the original hardware and development constraints. Anyway, I'm missing a bunch of chats. Show that. Okay, Blake does use any. Okay, it's a running joke on the server because he's in his bow arc because he keeps being a dizzy. Love that. making an effort to use she, her more often. Also because they made mention of people only defaulting to mass pronouns and sometimes. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I get that. I obviously different situation than Blake, but before I transitioned, I was using any all. Part of that was because I thought I was gender fluid at the time when I had my like gender crisis. But yeah, I definitely also noticed like using any all, and especially not being like very far into a social transition, if at all. At least not like outwardly presenting as strictly a woman, I guess is what I'm trying to say. People do definitely default to masculine pronouns. Like even now that I have like transitioned and I am living my life exclusively as a woman, I still definitely notice like there is a heavy default towards they them, which, you know, it's cool, you know, it's gender neutral, but it would be nice if, I don't know, I wouldn't mind people assuming my pronouns, I guess, but it is what it is. So yeah, that's super cool. I will also make an effort to use she, her. Assuming, I mean, it sounds like Blake is comfortable with that, so. Both derogatory and respectfully, yeah. Sippy gender fluid, yeah. It tastes really yummy. No, hold on, I gotta pull up. Pulling up a picture of the gender fluid. This is a dumb joke that's not gonna pay off, but that's fine. Come on. Can I? Okay, we found an Amazon link that works. This is the gender fluid. This is, for whatever reason, what comes to my mind when I think of gender fluid. Like I said, that was a joke that did not pay off. Never really took off. Didn't have anywhere it was going, but whatever. Let's see where we head. Oh, got a race with Koopa the Quick. I'm getting all mixed up right now because I was playing this earlier on my Steam Deck. Just testing it out, trying to figure out the like crossplay compatibility, what all that looks like. And so I've like done a bunch of the early stars, especially the ones here in Ball on Battlefield. So I'm like, I'm in my head, I've got this star done, but in reality, not so much, unfortunately. All right, let's see if I can make this jump. Shit, nope. Oh, nope. I'm gonna lose to Koopa the Quick because I'm just gonna be stubborn and try to do this. Nope, no. It ain't worth it. That's fine. Oh, Christ. That might actually have fucked me up. Oh no, I drank that once. I am a transes now. Yeah, that's what happened to me. I had that, like, I got it from, there's this, like, little, like, what is that, pop culture, like, gimmick kind of store in my town. I got it there because it was funny, and I drank it, and look at me now. Estrogen and cat ears. That's the unfortunate natural side effect, or consequence. Oh, that was a close one, actually. That was my closest Koopa the Racequake. I'm not proud of that. But yeah, that Sonic energy drink canonically makes people trans. I'm willing to accept that. These are the consequences of my own actions. Okay, what else do we have? What time is it? It is 9:45. It does not feel like 9:45. It feels way later in my head. Oh. 6 coins, 4 stars. Let's get... I think I need to get the coin rings. overshot. All right, well, we are at 33 stars. I'm definitely not in the mood where like I'm gonna 100% the game right now. I'm not going for 120 stars at this point in time, especially because it is just me. I'll probably go fight Bowser after this, and then wait, did I already get the coin ring star? Okay, I must have. Okay. Just need the red coins and I think 100 star. And then I'll be set. 76. Let's try to get some more coins out of these rings. Yeah, I'll go fight Bowser, and then I'll do a couple stages from the basement, because I do really love the basement levels in this game. I gotta say, those are probably some of my favorites. I really like Lethal Lava Land. And then I'll probably call it a night, maybe around 50-ish stars. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling then. I think 84 should be enough there. Oh, that wasn't great. So you got the coins over here. Oh, you know what I can do though? If I'm quick enough. Oh, that was not quick enough. Okay. Nope, that ain't working. I already got the coin from that one apparently, or it despawned. Did not get these boxes apparently. Two more coins. All right, I think these bob-ombs should be enough. Nice, there we go, 100 coins. Honestly, now that I said it, I feel like 50 stars might be pushing it a little bit. I'm already at an hour and a half, and I'm at 35. If we kept this rate, I would be at 70, the bare minimum required to beat the game the intended way, by the 3-hour mark. See, that math was a lot faster than the one I did earlier. So, we'll, yeah, there's the hour 30 mark. I'll go to maybe 2 hours. I can go for another 30 minutes. I'll land me around 10-20. I honestly am having a lot of fun streaming though. I have actually not enjoyed streaming this much in a long time. I haven't streamed in I think I was mentioning earlier, it's been like 5 months since my last stream. I was playing Wolfenstein, which I gotta replay, or not replay, but pick up again, because that game is a ton of fun. Oh, that's right, I gotta go fight Bowser first. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun streaming. Chat's actually been really active, which is a new one for me. Typically, it's 1 or 2 friends that just pop in real briefly and say hi, but not that I don't appreciate that. I always love having my friends in chat. It's nice to have a chat that was a little bit engaged though. It was really nice. No pressure to keep chatting though. I don't want to like make you guys feel like y'all gotta be just talking it up in there. It's just had a good time. So I'll probably try to be streaming more. Not that I'm like, I don't know. I have a little bit more time on my hands now, I guess, is part of what makes it a little bit easier too. Oh, I'm gonna be so proud of this. I was working on a research lab this last semester, and that shit sucked my soul out of my body. It was interesting work, but I do not have the mental capacity to be doing that. Like, I was operating at a full load just school-wise, like, for the full, like, semester. I every week, it's like different than normal homework. It was like every week I had not just like a paper due. It was like a fucking like research proposal. Like it was grueling because we weren't just like taking research and like writing about it. We weren't reporting on stuff that we found, which is like one thing. And you know, that is, you know, tiring work in its own right. But it did not pale in comparison to the like having to compile an outline on, oh, this is what I'm going to research. This is something I think might exist. And so we're gonna analyze that from, you know, this sociologist's point of view, and it was a lot. So I didn't continue doing it this semester, which I don't feel great about. It was really cool work, and I would have liked to have stuck with it, but God, there were so many nights I was up till like 4 or 5 a.m. working on a paper that was like insignificant too, like in the grand scheme of things. Like like those proposals, you know, they're drafts. Like you get another one that you got to work on for the following week or the following class, and so it's you know, you do a proposal, you have to get it done because, you know, it like everything is building off of each other. But yeah, so I dropped the research lab, so I got a little bit more time on my hands. Not that I like dropped out of school to or not that I'm like putting school secondary so I can stream. This is just like I finally feel the taste of what it's like to have free time again, and I'm actually enjoying myself, which makes me a little bit sad because I could not do fucking anything, it felt like, for so much of the time I had to dedicate to that research lab. But I don't know. It was interesting stuff. I just wasn't able to stick with it, unfortunately. It was too much. Hey, Doug is watching on his phone over leftover pizza. Hell yeah. What kind of pizza do you got, Doug? And I'm sorry, I gotta look up what your username is a reference to. It's XFCE Ubuntu. It's a desktop environment. Okay. I don't know what your username is like saying, but XFCE, I don't know if that's like part of Ubuntu now or something. I haven't used Ubuntu since like 18.0 whatever. I keep seeing your username though, and I'm like, that sounds familiar. I've seen that before. I know Ubuntu, obviously. I don't know what XFCE is, though. That was bugging me. I looked it up though. I got it. We got that knowledge. Yeah, thank you. I am on pace for world record. Technically, I don't think anybody has. Oh, that's good pizza. Well, what toppings, if any? Can I? Hello? There we go. I swear I clipped through that like twice. Yeah, I am on world record. I'm on pace for. You know, let's bring the bunny to hell. I don't think anybody has beat Super Mario 64 in I guess I don't know how long it's. Hello? Am I don't know what is going on, but there's something funky going on with Collision. Yeah, nobody's beat Super Mario 64 co-op alone. Oh, that was dangerous. As Pink Luigi before. So I am on world record. By the fact that nobody has done this specific, very unique run before, I am on pace for world record. Oh, and that is coins. I was mentioning earlier that Lethal Lava Land is one of my favorite stages in the game, and honestly, I'm not sure I could put into words why that. Oh, okay, why that is. It's a fun level. It's really compact though. Like there's an outer ring that you can travel around that follows like the outside of that volcano there in the center. But I was talking about earlier how like I really like levels like TikTok Clock and Rainbow Ride because of how expansive they are. But like this one is really like just compact, which is, I don't know, there's something about the way this level does it that I really like. Part of it, I think, is that the level is very choose your own path immediately. Granted, I think TikTok Clock and Rainbow Ride are as well. I don't think they restrict you from certain stars like earlier levels do. But I guess maybe it's because this is one of like the earliest levels where you get like complete autonomy over what you do, as far as I'm aware at least. I'm sure there are probably other levels where that applies, but like this is one of the ones where it really feels like one full cohesive level where there is like, I don't know, there's from what I remember, and actually I think it's evident from this specific ROM hack, or not specific, but the way that this build of the game works. Like when you start, you can go do any of the stars here because I'm pretty sure the level doesn't change at all until you go into the volcano. But it's not like in Ball on Battlefield where, you know, you can't get the cannon until like whatever star, and Womp's Fortress where the tower doesn't spawn until the second star. Like you really can't just go around and do whatever. And I'm sure I'm probably overthinking it. Like I'm sure there are other levels. Actually, come to think of it, I'm pretty sure Cool Mountain kind of features that same design where the level doesn't change. It's pretty static between all the stars. But I don't know, there's just something about the way that Lethal Lava Land does it that I really appreciate. I don't know, every time I play through this game, I always look forward to doing this level. And I don't think I can make that jump back, so we're just going to need to take some damage. And get back up here. Cheese pizza. Curious personality is none, apparently. That is not true. A, because you got a great personality. It's always fun being around you. But B, because cheese pizza is great. Sometimes, you know, you just... It's a little bit overstimulating to have too many toppings. Or, you know, not everybody can decide what they want. You know, somebody's picky. I'm plenty picky, so... Yeah. You gotta just go for, you know, easy option. You don't want to think about what you're getting. I totally get it. There's nothing wrong with cheese pizza. Like I am picky to the point where like most vegetables on a pizza is a deal breaker for me. I don't like peppers, or I think onions is another common topping. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff on pizza that I just do not like, and I like will not eat a pizza if it's on there. Mushrooms, I do like. Surprisingly, I actually used to not, and then one day I was like, "Oh, I'm really hungry for pizza." But the place I was at, there's only one pizza left, and it was the one that had mushrooms on it, and it was weirdly enough, it was like just mushrooms. So like, it was probably mushrooms and like meat. I think it was sausage. I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll eat that. You know. I'll pick some of the mushrooms off maybe, but we'll see. I just took a bite out of it and it was like really good. There's something about like the texture of mushrooms on pizza that I really like. No sex, no gender, no toppings on the pizza. Yeah, exactly. It's a great nugget of your personality, Doug. It's not that you have no personality. It's that it's It's a wonderful part of it. All right, where are we heading now? 86 coins should be a. Let's see, there's the 2 stars in the volcano and 1. Okay, and the 100 coin. Okay, cool. I think we are set to hop in then. Let's try to round up all the rest of the coins out here that we can, though. Dough only pizza. I could get behind that. It's just kind of like breadsticks with less flavor. It's, you know, maybe not the best form of pizza, but it is not one that I would knock somebody for eating. You know, I like bread. Who the hell doesn't like bread? Probably people with celiacs. The point stands, though. If they could eat it, I'm sure they would like it. Can I grab this from this side? I cannot. Whatever. Gonna wait for the lava to drop back down again. Okay. Oh, there go the coins. Okay. Should we try to do in-person D&D now that you guys finished? Yeah, it's worth a shot. I am not gonna lie. I'm not sure how much time I'd be able to dedicate to like a dedicated campaign, but I would totally be down to like do a couple like short series of not like one shots, but like I don't know, less commitment than like the D&D campaign that we have going on in the Discord. I don't know. For me, like D&D, I really enjoy playing. It's a lot of fun. Sometimes it kind of stresses me out, and sometimes it's like a lot of a social commitment. And it's not that I don't enjoy playing, and especially not with like the group that we kind of have, especially like, you know, close friends. But it's something I could do in like smaller bite-sized like pieces, I think. So yeah, I say it's totally worth a shot. Like if we could do some shorter campaigns, that would be a lot of fun. I would totally be down. Just I'm not sure if I'd be able to commit to anything like again what we've got going on in the Discord. That I think might just be a little bit too much for me, but I'd still be happy to try to make some other maybe shorter campaigns work. All right, 45 stars. I actually got through a bunch of those really quick. I thought I was going to stop at 50. Let's, oh Christ, which one should we do now? Let's go drain the moat. Oh, I don't know what the hell that was. The fast swimming in this is so weird and broken. I'm probably gonna have to disable it next time I play. If I take any damage in the water, I get launched up to the top of the water, and like sometimes just at the surface of the water, I'll like hit super speed. It's really weird. Okay, these elevators always fuck me up, so we'll see. We'll see how I do with them this time. Oh, Doug, you put in your application for the supervisor position, right? I imagine you probably haven't heard anything back yet, but how are you feeling about that? Do you think? Almost killed me. That is not what I want to do. Oh well. It'd be super cool to have you back at work. Do you think if you did get offered the job, would you take it over your current place, your current job, or is it just like something where you're trying to kind of gauge your options, see if that is something you could move to instead? Let's go to Shifting Sandland. Rude. That looked a little bit like a suicide bombing, but appreciate it. Let's yeah, let's get the top popped off that tower or that pyramid. Oh, okay, we're good. That is some weird geometry right there. Oh, bitch, that bird. There we go. Oh, Christ. Can I grab that coin, please? No? Okay, that's fine. A weird camera turn every time. Let's kill the spiny or the pokey. I forget what they're called. I think that one's a pokey. Oh, okay. I do not know what the hell that was, but we lived through it. That's what matters. What the? Okay. Luigi's having a little bit of a hard time. Okay. There we go. Okay, I think I just need to land on this pillar here. Oh. Okay, we're good. There we go. Now I gotta get this red coin over here. Let's try to get back to that gazebo or whatever this is. Oh, really good timing. Okay, I need to get the red coins over there. Oh wait, actually, you know what? I remember there's one down here I should get first. Okay, I need to head over here. Get the coin from the pond. Where is the last coin that I'm missing? Okay, I can kill you. Boys okay? For, I guess all my viewers, nobody can see them. Got rats behind me. Got 3 pet rats, and they are my pride and joy. They are my whole goddamn world. Oh, I remember where the last coin is. Oh, I hope I did not die. Oh, I always hate getting that coin. That slope there, if you slide onto it weird, you'll just lose control and you fall right into that corner, or that like edge quicksand. And that stuff's an instant kill. It's no fun. Okay, you two kiss. Alright, one of you had a coin. This is gonna be a little bit risky. Hope it works out. Oh, why is that fire chasing me? Oh, I need this coin still. Or this star. Okay. Alright, that's 49. I'm actually pretty close to 50. I think 67 is enough to enter the... Yeah, I think that's enough to enter the pyramid. We'll drop in here. Okay. Got that one. I'm on the fence. I don't want to be on the fence. It's going to make me die. Okay, no. It slid me backward. Thank God. Okay. Now we're actually going to... Actually, no. We're going to head back up here because we want to drop down here. Oh my goodness. The camera in the PC port. So much better than the original camera. The angles were really restrictive in the original, so you didn't get like this full range of view. You could only go from like here, here, here. Yeah, you get only a couple restricted angles, which like I totally get. You know, it's 3D platforming, especially at the time, was a pretty new game genre. Like people consider Mario 64 the pioneer of that genre for a reason. And so like it's hard to figure out how to do camera controls well while like making it reliably usable for users. Fuck. No, no, no. Oh, I thought I was dead there. Thank God. Okay. Whew. But yeah, so I don't know if you saw in that setting, I was actually able to look at where I was dropping to get those couple coins that had the secrets, and that was just like not an option in the original game. So that's a very nice improvement. Really appreciate that. Okay. Well, I got... Alright, just one more. Actually, I might be able to make that jump. This might be risky, but it's kind of worth it. That's so not worth it. That ain't making it. If I can get a triple jump there, I might be able to land in the cage. Triple jump on the platform, ideally. Maybe. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, you really have to land in the center of those to die, huh? This is a speedrun strat, I promise. It's faster than going around. Nope, okay, we're going around. Oh wait, actually going around might still not be the fastest way from here. Not that it really matters. Obviously, speed is not quite our concern. Alright, yeah, we're good here. Oh, does it not do the cutscene? Oh, it doesn't do the cutscene. I wonder why that is. Might be to make it... Well, no, it wouldn't make sense if it was to make it more online friendly, because plenty of other bosses have their cutscenes. Oh, do your thing. Take out your anger. Bye-bye. You get pissy, and you're dead. It definitely seems like they reprogrammed how that boss battle works, because not so much in the combat or anything, more so just in how the star spawns and like the mission completion kind of seems to behave. And it was just a little bit weird. Alright, Mips. I know your tricks. You're gonna come this way. No! That's fine. No! I got juked and I was belly hopping. There we go. Alright. Do we have time for a 1-minute star? Probably not, no. I will pause here then. Let's split. That's the speedrun term. If we right click on this, then control and pause. There we go. Alright. Oof. Goodness, 2 hours of Super Mario 64. It's takes a lot out of you. Well, thank you all for joining. It was really great to have everybody in chat, nice and active today, which is, you know, really nice. That was world record for 54 stars run, which is what I was after, obviously. Yeah, really great to have everybody in chat. It's always a lot of fun, and yeah, really just appreciate y'all sitting around and watching me dick around in this decades old video game that got remastered. Gonna call it here for the night though, I think, so y'all have a good one. I don't know how well you could see, but I got cat ears on. I don't know if you can see them at all. They pull up a big bright white screen. I don't know how to do that. Here's chat. Oh god, that's bright. Boom. Cat ears. Alright. Bye-bye.